What's going on, everybody? We are back with our last video on settings, I believe. Today we're going to be going over blogging. There is one more option under advanced, but this is more the back end stuff that I really don't know how to mess with. As I stated whenever we started this series, I don't know how to build a website. That's partly why I'm using Squarespace. So if you guys are looking for help with advanced options, I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and search for that on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of helpful videos out there for you guys to go ahead and take full advantage of. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into blogging. This is going to be the final thing that we're messing with. And again, I just want to show you guys what your options are and things like that. So as far as blogging goes, the first thing that we've got here is post URL format. Now this is what your URLs are going to be whenever you go ahead and make a brand new post, a brand new blog. It's the URL that you get or you push out whenever you write those blogs or posts. So as you guys can see right here, they have it set up kind of not in the way that I like. I don't really want to have a long URL. I kind of just want to have the title of the URL. Now, you guys can choose whatever it is that you want, but right now we've got it set by T, M, D, and Y. And if you click on the question mark here, it actually tells you what each one of those are. So Y is the numeric year for the post, M is the month, D is the day, and T is the title. And it gives you an example of what your URL might look like. So if we're making a blog post, you guys can see it's going to have a URL, NobleArcade.com/blog post, and then the month, the day, and the year. Now again, I don't really feel like the month, day, and year is going to be that important, especially when if someone does click on your post or your blog, more than likely you'll have the option to go ahead and have the date that you wrote it on there. So we don't need that in the URL either. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this and just leave the title, which to me is actually going to be pretty good. So that's up for you guys to decide. You can choose whatever it is that you want. Now here on comment settings, we're going to go ahead and jump into this real quick. Let's go ahead and save the change that we made here. Let's go ahead and jump into the settings here. We're going to save what we just changed. Now these are your comment settings. You guys can go ahead and choose whatever it is that you like. It says enable comments globally. If you decide to disable this, it will hide comments throughout the site. So obviously we want to have that enabled. Allow simple liking, of course, like with any other system, whether it's video views, comments on other pages, or like on Instagram and stuff. You can go ahead and have a simple liking system on your comments. So if you go ahead and click this, you go ahead and post a comment, someone likes it, they can upvote it. Now here, if you want to require approval, you can go ahead and click this. For the most part, if anybody is actually checking out whatever I do end up writing, I want them to be able to voice their opinion, and I want them to be able to have a communication with me. So I'm going to leave that off. But if you guys want to require approval, if you're getting hate mail, if you're getting spam comments, if you're getting hateful comments, you can go ahead and require approval before you actually show those on your site. For right now, I'm going to leave that open. You can go ahead and choose to allow anonymous comments, and I'm not really sure how that works, but I'm assuming anonymous just means anybody can go ahead and comment without actually putting their name on it, and I really don't like that. If someone's going to say anything bad or anything good for that matter, I want to know who they are so I can go ahead and respond to them and build a relationship. Now again, if you guys don't want to allow anonymous comments, you can go ahead and turn this off, or if you do want to allow anonymous comments, you can go ahead and click that on. I'm going to leave mine off. Like I said, I want to go ahead and build a relationship with the people that actually come to my site. Now, of course, you've got comment threads, and if you go ahead and click this on, it says allow comments to be responded to, but with other comments. People can have a conversation in your blog post, just trying to have a conversation about whatever your post is about. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this on so that people can go ahead and comment on other comments. Show avatars, I'm going to go ahead and leave that on. That way, again, you build a relationship. You see an icon or an avatar, and you start to understand who that person is the more that they go ahead and comment on your site. Enable comments by default when posting. If you guys want to enable this, comments will be on by default whenever you create a post. So once you publish a post, people can go ahead and start commenting on it. Now here, as far as the comment sort order, you can go ahead and choose however you like. I like to have the newest comments on top, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that, but you guys can choose from oldest first, newest first, most liked, or the least liked. Again, like I said, for me, I want to respond to the newest comments, and I want those to be up top so that they can be seen by other people. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. Now, if for some reason or another, if your post or your blog is a time-sensitive thing and you don't want people to comment after a certain amount of time, you can go ahead and auto-disable comments after a certain amount of time. So right now, like I said, I want people to come to my site, voice their opinion. So for right now, I have it set to never. But if for some reason you want to go ahead and set comments to not be allowed after a certain point, you can go ahead and just move this slider and decide whatever you guys want. So if you guys want to only have comments for 3 months for some reason or another, you can go ahead and set it for 90 days. You can go ahead and do the same thing for 60 days or 1 day or whatever the case is. It all depends on the content that you're putting out there and how you want to go ahead and fix your site. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this off so that people can always be able to comment on the post that I make. Now, if you do get horrible comments, if for some reason you're getting hate comments, spam comments and stuff like that, you can allow flagging on those comments, and this will alert you to people that are saying horrible things or bad things about you or your site, or just being kind of a pain in the butt. And I am going to enable this, and I'm going to leave this on 1 flag. If it gets a flag, if someone says something horrible on my post on my site, someone can go ahead and put a flag on it, and I will be able to see that and then do whatever actions I feel need to be done in order to kind of not allow people to just be horrible people, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and save that. That's the way I've got mine set. Once again, you can go ahead and customize this however you like for your own site. And we're going to go back to blogging. Now the next thing on here is a Discuss short name, and for right now I'm not going to go into this, but just so you guys know, Discuss is a format that a lot of websites use. For me, being a gamer, IGN uses it, GameSpot uses it. There's a lot of credible sites that use this, and I've actually used it in the past, but I've never actually used the commenting system from Squarespace. So I want to see what that is first. But in another video, we may go ahead and set up a Discuss short name, and I'll explain what that is in that other video. Now again, here we've got simple liking. I think we've already done that. Allow users to like a post without having to log in. Again, very simple liking. And then accelerated mobile pages. We want to go ahead and actually enable this. And it says this is an optimized view for your blog post when viewing on mobile. Now again, I absolutely love my PC, but more and more nowadays, especially for younger audiences, they're checking out things on their phones, on their tablets, and you want to have the best experience for them possible whenever they're on their phones or on their tablets. So go ahead and click on this. I highly recommend that everybody, no matter who you are, if you're building a site on Squarespace, go ahead and enable this. And that is pretty much it, you guys. We're going to go ahead and save this. And again, if I do make one more settings video, it will be for the Discuss short name. But as far as everything else goes, I think we're done. Like I said, there is advanced options in here, but I'm not educated enough or I don't have enough experience to actually help you guys out with this. So if you guys need help with advanced, search that on YouTube. I'm sure someone's made videos for it. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. And if you did, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and we will continue to build our site. Until next time, we'll see you guys around.